So here we are in Barcelona, 2013. Daniel, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, never been better.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Because life is good. I'm at a place where I'm living every day for the most part as if it was my last, doing what I want when I want to, and packing in as much joy as I can in each day.
Yeah, I mean, you learn all the way through, and I mean, you've always been a happy guy, more or less, and is there something you learned over the last year that improved your lifestyle, improved your quality of life?
Well, yeah, most definitely. I did a course called Choice Center in Las Vegas. My agent did it, and a few other poker players did it. And basically, it's like a university for emotional intelligence. So essentially, you basically learn about what holds you back, and then learn how to break through it, and then you put it into practice. And there's it's like a 100-day course. And then after that, you can take elective courses if you like to, or you can do coaching. And I've done some coaching in August. I coached 2 weekends, which was great.
Out of teaching what you learned?
Well, it's not really teaching. You see, it's not about teaching, because basically the way the course works, it's experiential. So people they learn through experiences that they have on their own. So it's more coaching to sort of help guide people on the right path.
It sounds like it would suit everyone. Would you say you or specific people are specifically suited to get this?
Well, I think the course was originally designed for successful people, but it's not a prerequisite. It's really, I'd say that everybody would benefit from it that's open to it, except they won't accept people that are alcoholics or drug addicts, because it's not a rehab for people. It's not a place where you fix your life. I mean, you're still going to be the same person. What I find, and the best way I describe it, is that you'll be the best version of yourself on a more consistent basis. And when you're being somebody that you don't want to be, you recognize it quicker and you find ways to shift into being the way that you want to be.
Of course, the obvious question is, how does it help your game?
Well, the biggest thing I got out of Choice Center in terms of my career is confidence. I have like a real powerful vision for what I think is the right way to play, and I don't allow others to sort of decide for me. Like if the internet decides, or if people on the internet decide that calling 3 bets out of position with 7-5 suited is a bad play, it's irrelevant to me. I just don't care. Or in the past, I sort of was trying to mimic or trying to figure out what they were doing and make my game like theirs, where that's not what works for me. I know why I do what I do, and I'm not really all that interested to hear what the feedback is from people that haven't been necessarily successful in some cases, or just have their own views, and I have mine, and they work for me. I also realized that there was other things in my personal life that affected my confidence at the poker table, which was interesting to me. I didn't realize that, for example, I had a woman break my heart, and I didn't realize that beatdown on my self-confidence affected me at the table as well.
Of course, yeah. I know you said that. Is that something, are you totally over it now?
Yeah.
When you look back on it, do you think, how long did it hurt you?
Oh, it hurt for a long time. I was on and off dating this girl for several years, and it took me a long time to basically separate myself from that and get away from the situation. And I thought I was completely over it until I went to the Choice Center, and I realized, no, not quite. I still had some anger there, but no, I'd say that I'm in a very good place that way. I mean, I wish her the best, and hope she's happy. I have no resistance to that anymore.
No hard feelings is sort of a funny pun.
Yeah, no, she's hot, but yeah, she wasn't the one for me, although I thought she was. She was probably the closest to any girl that I thought was the right one for me.
All right.
But,
so how's the situation there now? Are you looming? Are you?
I'm very single right now. No, I'm very, very single right now. I'm very, very much looking for the right kind of girl. Are
you a good catch?
I think, I know I'm a good catch.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I believe wholeheartedly that I'm a good catch. I believe that when I'm with a woman, that I treat them...
At least two,
No, I definitely treat women like a princess, I'd say. And I think the interesting thing that I found is that majority of women, or a lot of women, I'd say the majority, are very uncomfortable by that, because a lot of women don't believe innately that they deserve to be treated that way. So that's why, the adage about nice guys finish last, or young girls they like bad guys. It's because a lot of time they match their self-worth with what they feel like they deserve. So if they're treated like a princess, they get uncomfortable, and that's not something I'm going to change about myself. I'm generally just that guy. My parents spoiled me with love. I was always spoiled as a child, and when I'm with a woman, I spoil her too.
I think a good rule of thumb is that if you act like that towards a woman and she thinks she prefers a mean guy, then she's not the right girl, right?
Well, yeah, the thing is, the majority of the women I found, pretty much almost all of them, kind of like prefer that, you know. But and then the funny thing was, is the women that actually did appreciate it, I just wasn't interested in. Not because of that, just because I can look back at my history and be like, okay, there's not a girl that I was like, okay, she was the one and I let her go.
Yeah.
That's not the case. Like every girl that I broke up with, even with my wife, they weren't the right one for me.
No.
So she's still out there somewhere. I just haven't found her yet.
Yeah, we live a pretty healthy life, most of the people, especially you, I would say. So age is not a big issue until you're like past 50 or something, maybe.
No, I don't really care about age. I mean, I preferably feel like I'm on a dating show right now. Preferably, you know, I think like 28, 29. I'm 39 now. I've dated 21, 22.
Yeah.
It's a little on the young side. And I've dated 34, 35. It's rare that I find a girl my age that is as young-minded as I am.
Yeah.
Because I feel young. I don't feel 39, and I don't think I'm ever going to.
No, I know you showed me your house over Skype when you sort of. Is it done now? It's done, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you like it?
I love the house. Yeah. My house is like a combination of Austin Powers, Shagadelic, meets, you know, futuristic, crazy, wild, weird. I love it.
So all the plans you had with
it's
the
like
TV,
Pee-wee's Herman's Playhouse. Yeah,
does it work? I mean, did it turn out the way you had in your mind?
Well, I didn't design it. My friend Naomi.
Yeah.
She, Naomi and Jessica, actually, they both designed the house. I gave them an idea. Like, I like modern. I like Austin Powers colors and stuff. So they just went with it, and they really captured it.
Good. And the physics are better because you haven't been into that. I know you've been eating well, but you haven't been working out too much before. How long have you done that now?
Well, I have worked out in the past. I worked out in the past. I did P90X for 9 weeks on my own, but I got a trainer in late May. She's really great. And working with her, I find that I'm much more on the ball. I'm doing things properly. Whereas before, you know, like first day we worked, she's like, well, how much do you curl? And I don't know, I took like a 20, 25 pound weight, and she like took it out of my hand. She goes, no, you don't. She gave me like a 10 pound weight, and I was like, oh, because I was doing it wrong, right? So she has me doing less weight, doing them properly, and I'm seeing results. I'm much stronger. And you know, when you have somebody you're training with, like, I make the appointments. I make sure not to miss them. 4 days a week with her, but I'm looking to kick it up. In November, I'm going to take it to the next level, I think. And I'm really going to try to get extremely fit and be the strong. My goal is to be, when I'm 40, like in the best shape of my life.
But you're pretty close to the best shape of your life already, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, what is best shape? I mean, fit and strong, I guess.
Yeah, physically fit, and I want to get a six-pack. It's a little difficult.
That's your goal.
Yeah, that takes a long time because first of all,
man,
you can't be drinking. You know, you got to really eat well, and you got to like really make sure that you're burning a lot of calories. So that's difficult for me, especially on a vegan diet.
Yeah, I was just saying, is there what do you say, something negative about it when it comes to build muscles and stuff?
Well, no, not at all. Like vegan diet, I mean, there's tons of vegan bodybuilders. A guy named Robert Cheek. You can go to veganbodybuilding.com. There's tons of big, solid guys, but they eat a lot, right?
Yeah. You have to eat more.
One of the things about a lot of vegan foods is they're pretty high in carbs. So, you know, when you eat, nothing wrong with eating a lot of carbs. You just have to actually burn them. And that requires even more exercise and cardio and stuff.
So you put pressure on yourself by eating a lot.
Well, I mean, you know, I get plenty of protein. That's never been an issue.
Now, it was a pretty long World Series as always. And did you have time to turn off the poker bit after World Series until now? Yeah,
no, I played from the World Series till Barcelona. I played at my friend's house. It was like a little charity thing, 15 people, and I won it. And I actually, if I came second, I would have lost money because I rebought like crazy. But other than that, I didn't play any poker. I didn't watch any poker. I just was doing other things. I was coaching over at Choice Center, and I was like working out, and I was just hanging out with people, just really living like a fun, balanced life.
Excellent. So now does work start? Would you say will it be hectic now? Because I know like a few years back, I know you stayed here for a long time. You came here for like 6-7 weeks. Is that going to happen this year as well?
Well, so that's the thing. You know, I've always said to myself, I'm not going to do 2 months in a row ever again. And I'm doing this Barcelona trip. I'm out of both of them. I'm not sure if I'm playing the high roller because I have a friend who actually I met at Choice Center. She's a girl that was like my buddy in there. She might be coming, so I might spend some time with her. And then I'm going to go back to Vegas and spend a couple weeks at home. And then, you know, tail end of WCOOP, play that. And then, of course, EPT London, World Series Europe. And then after that, I may have to do some things for PokerStars. So it could turn out to be a pretty long trip to the early November.
The next one.
And then November, a little bit of break. In December, back again to World Poker Tour in Vegas. And then I'm going to be in Prague for sure this year.
Because that's one of the You've been pretty successful in that one. Is it still called Doyle Brunson Classic?
The 5 Diamond. Yeah, I've come first, third, 12th. I've had some good success in that tournament.
Is that a good tournament?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, for me, I want to give myself as many opportunities to win Player of the Year as possible. But at the same time, I'm trying to balance like quality of life, right? I've never been one to like, not since I was really in my early 20s, to chase every tournament and side events. I typically don't play side events. So that's where I'm, struggling as far as what to do. I'm leading. I'm first in Card Player of the Year, second in Bluff. So some work needs to be done.
The World Series of Poker Player of the Year, you were heading that coming into Vegas this summer. I haven't checked on it right now.
Well, going into now, there's World Series Europe, which is about 7 events. I'm in second place right now, about 50 points behind. So I think I'm going to need to make a final table in order to, at least, and that's providing he doesn't do anything. But I think I'll need to make at least one final table out there, and I'm going to do the best I can to make that happen.
Yeah, sure.
And I feel like I'm going to.
There is this ranking. It's been growing rapidly, the global poker index. What do you think of that?
Well, I think the GPI is really, really cool. I'm a big fan of what Alex is trying to accomplish with Global Poker Index. It's a number that I look at. One of my goals at Choice Center, because you set 3 goals, one of them was to crack the top 15 of the GPI.
I remember you said that.
And not only did I do that,
you put bets out, right?
Yeah, well, nobody bet me. But I ended up coming all the way up to second, and I think I might be like 6th now. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely in the top 10. And that's very proud, because it's not just about how you've been doing lately. It's a 3-year scale.
I know.
So it's about consistent results, and I really think it's really well put together. I mean, I think maybe that the high rollers probably count for a little too much, like the super high rollers, because then it's sort of weighted towards people who play those very heavily. But and I'm one of those people, but I think it's a great system, and I think it's really good for poker.
Excellent. So WCOOP is the next big thing online in a way. It's you won't have time to play that many events before the end then, right?
Well, this year, the last couple of years, I've grinded really hard at the WCOOP to win Player of the Year. But because I'm in a race for Player of the Year in like the live tour, I'm going to sacrifice some tournaments there and really just go show up for the horse at the end, and then the 10K 8 game, and then the main event. Those are going to be the 3 that I play.
Yeah, okay. 10, what did you say 8th game? Yeah, 8th game. You still like the mixed games?
8, yeah. If I had a choice to play a tournament every day, it would be 8 game.
8 game, not 10 game? Do you like the last 2 games?
Yeah, I like the other games. I don't mind. Make it 15 game, 20 game. I don't care.
Yeah.
But 8 games is just a good rotation.
Excellent. So which are the ones that you think you are the strongest regarding the opposition in 8th game? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that my best game is stud 8 or better.
Really?
Yeah. But it depends on, again, my biggest edge could be an Omaha 8 or better. It could be a limit hold'em. It depends on what the weaknesses of my opponents are, because I don't really feel like I have a very weak game in the mix. I feel like I play them all pretty well.
Okay. No, it's good. We had an interview here many years ago. I remember we sat here at the Pullman. I think it's like 5-6 years ago now. Are you going to be doing this for another 5-6 years, 10 years? The same thing?
I don't know, man. I know right now that I'm enjoying my life the way it is. In terms of like my vision for 5 years from now, I think in 5 years from now you expect me to have a baby. I just feel like that's going to happen. But of course I'm not just going to settle. So I'm first of all I have to meet the right kind of woman.
Yeah.
And it's a little more difficult in Vegas to do that. So yeah, I might be expanding my horizons and looking around some different places. Like I think San Diego, California.
You think for sure it's going to be in the States you're going to find your woman?
Not necessarily. Could be anywhere. Yeah. I'm open to possibility.
Maybe I heard you learned Spanish now.
I'm learning a little Spanish.
Maybe you're going to Mexico or...
Mexico? Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No?
No, probably not Mexico.
South America?
That's possible.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like, I'll come to Sweden.
Sweden.
You got the cute little blondes over there.
You find a girl there pretty soon.
Yeah, right.
Guys there are so boring,
Okay.
That's good. All right, Daniel. I'll meet you soon again and we'll talk some more.
Okay, sounds good.